What's up, guys? I'm the Coffee Explorer and I'm on a quest to find the best coffees in the world. This time I'm in Western Honduras because I've heard there's some really good coffee nearby. Let's go on an adventure and check it out. So some years ago, I started to hear a buzz about Honduras. Apparently, there's some sort of coffee quality revolution taking place there. This always had me scratching my head a little bit because last I heard, Honduras was one of the most dangerous countries in the world. So questions like, who's investing in coffee quality there, came to mind. Well, I did a little bit of research and turns out the charge is being led by a woman, and her name is Mayra. Right then, I knew what my next adventure would be. Pack your bags, because we're going to Honduras. Just made it to Honduras. This place is absolutely gorgeous. The mountains, the palm trees. We're still at the airport. We're waiting on our guy Lowell to pick us up. Let the adventure begin. Lowell? What's wrong, Lana? Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Want to go see some coffee?
Let's go see some coffee.
Let's go.
All right. I felt excited to be in Honduras. Immediately I could tell that my light skin and clothes stood out as a foreigner. I received a lot of curious but polite stares. I was surprised to see that many people still got around by horseback, and that the terrain was less tropical and full of pine trees. The realization that the country was inflamed by violence also sank in quickly, as I noticed many businesses had armed guards with shotguns, and the police were typically militarized with machine guns. Aside from the occasional stare, I could tell that people were minding their own business and going about their day. I felt completely safe where I was. We had a 5-hour drive west in front of us. Our destination was Santa Elena, which goes deep into the mountainous side of the country. This is where I was hoping to find Mayra. Yo, 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 good morning. Check this out. I mean, we're in what I consider paradise. So today is officially day number 1. Our full day number 1 here in Honduras. Now we get to go look for Mayra. She's somewhere out here, so let's go find her. Con permiso, vaca. Do you know where Mayra is? I'm looking for Mayra. Oh, she's that way? Okay, thank you. Very nice cows they have here in Honduras. Buenos dias.
Yes.
¿Dónde está Mayra? Mayra.
Está en el río.
¿En el río?
Sí. Ah, en el río.
Gracias. Okay, apparently she is down here playing in the river. I think that's her right there. I'm gonna walk faster. Mayra? Hey!
Hey!
I'm Kyle.
You made it!
I made it! Nice to meet you!
Welcome to Santa Elena!
Thank you. This looks like so much fun.
It is fun. This is the main river in Santa Elena.
Yeah?
And I come here like 2 or 3 times a week.
Really?
By myself.
It looks like you're having fun. Keep having fun. When you're ready, I'd like to ask you some questions,
Sure.
if that's okay.
Okay.
Perfecto.
Let me go a little bit further.
Take your time. Take your time. Okay. How was your swim?
It was nice.
It was nice?
It's beautiful to do that early in the morning.
Okay, so I've been hearing from a lot of people that there's this sort of coffee revolution happening here in Honduras. Would you agree with that?
I think so. I think more specialty. We are aiming towards selling more coffee into the specialty coffee industry, and it's also an exciting time because more young producers want to be part of the specialty coffee industry. I think it's in the last 10 years we have more people making improvements at their farms, also in the way they process their coffee.
10 years ago when you started, how much coffee were you selling to the United States versus, 5 years in versus now?
We started with 2 bags of coffee. And
Which is like 300
pounds.
Yeah.
And now we're up to 500 bags. And so it's a good increase,
How did you get involved with coffee out here in Honduras?
I inherited my grandma's small farm, and I always knew that we had good coffee in Santa Elena. We have good altitude. We are at 1,800 meters. With my mom, we figured out a way to send coffee to the U.S., green coffee, and that kind of brought the idea of adding producers to what I was doing, because I think we started with 3 producers and now we're up to almost 100.
Wow.
And we're growing. Every year we add a few producers.
And what's the name of your organization?
It's Catracha Coffee.
Catracha.
And Catracha is a nickname for a Honduran woman.
Okay.
And I wanted to have the name Catracha because we do exist for women and to support women in the community. My emphasis is that more women can participate in the coffee industry.
So 10 years ago, Catracha was helping the area export 300 pounds of coffee. Fast forward to today, 10 years later, and they are moving 75,000 pounds of coffee out of this community, which is amazing. On top of that, they've created over 500 jobs. They've inspired and empowered, I'm sure, hundreds of women, and they've created a ton of money that circulates into the economy. That's amazing. Now, the big question, is the coffee good?
It's excellent.
It's excellent.
Thanks for coming to Santa Elena, and I think we should get ready to go and cup coffees.
My favorite. Let's go taste some
Excellent.
coffee.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow, I really like this coffee right here. This is good.
Cool, I'm excited. That is Walter's coffee.
Is a guy you know, or is a guy that works with you?
He's been working with us for 2 years, and he lives maybe like 5 or 7 minutes away from us.
Oh, how does his coffee compare to the rest of the producers that you work with? Because to me, this is freaking banging good.
I like it. It's very creamy, chocolatey. Walter is one of those producers that will follow all the recommendations we give him. And you should meet him too when you're here.
I can do that?
You, of course. Yes, we should go and meet him. So
His name's Walter?
His family. That's right. Yeah.
Sweet. Let's go.
We will let him know that you like his coffee.
Perfect. Let's go meet Walter.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we just got done cupping some coffees that were freaking delicious. I was so surprised. Apparently, Walter's coffee is the coffee that really stood out on the table to me. So Myra had this great idea of just going to meet Walter. So apparently he's just 5-minute walk down the road. So let's check it out. So my first question is, the coffee has a lot of sweetness. The coffee has a lot of clarity and balance. It's chocolatey and nutty. How does that come to be? Is that something that happens by accident, or are there, intentional things that you are doing to help the coffee taste so good? Walter explained 2 reasons why he believes his coffee tastes so good. First, his coffee farm is completely surrounded by natural forest. This protects the coffee from wind, provides biodiversity in the soil, creates shade growing conditions, and it even helps with water retention. Secondly, he describes his relationship with Catracha, Myra's organization, and how following their recommendations for coffee processing and quality improvements have made a huge difference. We talked for about 30 minutes and then it was dinner time. Walter and his wife prepared a Honduran dinner for us. Let the fiesta begin. What's this called?
Rosquilla, ¿va? Sí.
Rosquilla, va?
Y de maíz. Rosquilla.
Oh my gosh.
De maíz. It's cornbread.
Cornbread. Oh, it's cornbread. It's so buttery and sweet.
It has cheese.
Is there cheese in there? Oh, that's what that is. This is fuego. Yeah, yeah.
Papita frita, dame un bistec de cerdo, frijoles negros, comida rica.
Good morning. Today, apparently, I'm gonna go milk a cow. And then afterwards, we're gonna go on an epic hike with Walter. It's gonna be a good day. I'm excited. So I'm gonna get to milk a cow. I have never done this before. I've got mixed feelings. Walter.
Oh, ¿qué tal?
Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey. Hey.
Ahí está.
Okay. Okay. All right, Walter.
Oye, apriete, agárrela. Ahí, así. Ahí, ahí.
And then just pull
Dale
it
para
in.
abajo, apriete así. Así. Squeeze it. Así.
Squeeze.
Squeeze and pull. Ahí.
This is so weird. It's not working.
Dale, apriete, no hay problema.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm the coffee explorer, and today I'm milking a cow in Honduras. Check out where we are right now. Over here, you can probably hear it. Beautiful waterfall in the background. Then we got some coffee over here. And then you may have already seen it, but check out that view. It is sick. The air smells amazing. The air so clean and pure. It feels like it's just healing my body. And it just couldn't be more peaceful. So, good job, we made it. Exploring Honduras reminded me of a time when I was 5 years old that I'll never forget. My mother took me grocery shopping with her, and inside the store I decided to wander off on my own. Although I was only a couple aisles away from my mother, it felt like I was in a different world. Nothing around me was familiar. None of the people or the objects resembled things that I was accustomed to or things that I trusted. My eyes were wide because everything I saw was new to me. Except this time in Honduras, it wasn't the people. It was their perspective on life that felt foreign to me. Honduras is a tough country. There's rampant corruption, poverty, roads are terrible, and the water has parasites. Most people live in hot homes without air conditioning, and some people have to walk down to the river just to get their water. You've got to be tougher to live in Honduras. That's what I learned. And guys like Walter, they helped me learn that you've got to be willing to roll with the cuts and the scrapes and get the job done. But in some ways, the reflection of that was beautiful to me. See, most of my problems aren't Honduran people's problems. And to be honest, some of my problems would feel silly to even explain to them. Just like when I was in that grocery store at the age of 5, I wasn't afraid to be around such unfamiliarity. I was inspired. The people of Honduras are more connected to their land, they're more connected with each other, and they're more connected to their food. A lot of that I feel like I'm missing. The people of Honduras aren't that much different than you and I. The people of Honduras just crave trust. Trust in their neighbor, trust in their leadership, trust in their God. And it's a sacrificial courage from people like Myra that is breathing life into these communities more than anything else. You see, Myra represents something that people can really trust. She's a hero to many because you can physically see the impact in her community. At the end of the day, that's what we all crave. We crave to trust people, to be around our family, to be around good friends, and to trust that the leadership in place will take us to a better place. And the coffee, it just tasted amazing. Very sad to see that place go. If you liked this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next adventure.